I'm gonna keep it real with you. This card is trash. It's not trash, but it's trash.
What is up, team? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeInc team, back with another episode of Untapped. Man, we got a good episode. We got a lot of good topics in here. We're going to be running down, and we got a lot of good topics in here, man. Look, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my co-host. I say we got people starting to come in. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my co-host for today's episode and every episode going forward. Who am I bringing in? The one and only. The only YouTuber you know where you never know where she at. You never know how many credit cards she got because she might have 200 or she might have 120. You never know. She get cars, she get rid of cars. But without further ado, it is the one, the only Key from the Kiki's Adventures YouTube channel. What is up?
What is up? Good evening, good morning, good night, whatever it is. What's popping?
Whatever it is, where y'all at? What is going on?
Not much. And you mentioned I get cards, I cancel cards last week, or I guess this week I canceled 2 Chase cards and I added 1 Bilt card to my collection. So always keeping people on their toes.
Ooh, you added the Bilt. I know you got the Palladium.
I did get the Palladium. Yep. I applied back when maybe 2-3 weeks ago, once I heard that everyone was getting increased credit limits and things like that. I was like, okay, now might be my chance. Now
50K.
might be my 50K. So
50K.
I will never use 50K, but it's good to have. It's good to have it, I guess. I'll take whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I just looked it up, and I guess that is the standard limit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the standard limit for not everybody, but majority of the people that they thought was worthy of getting the cars. 50. Yep. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you would think for most people, like that's kind of crazy. But hey, Bilt doing their thing.
They're definitely doing their thing. And I know we talked a lot of smack about this card, but I think a lot of it's true. So far, I have a couple days here to use the hotel credit. I am struggling to use that mug. So I think a lot of the stuff we said will ring true. But at the same time, everybody I talk to says that this card earns points like crazy.
I'm hearing that.
So that's the one thing that we didn't know at the time when we were talking about it.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. And, Bill got a lot of good transfer partners. So good luck with it. Good luck with it. Yep. I just want to know.
Any cancellations, any additions?
Nothing over here. No cancellations, no additions, no nothing. like nothing. I think the only thing, I don't know. Yeah, I really haven't done anything. Like I really haven't done anything. I guess I got so much stuff going on. There's like I haven't even been into it. So yeah, it's something to be coming up. You know how it go. You start seeing other people getting stuff, and then new stuff go away. Stuff come. We'll eventually get it. But let's say what's up to a couple people in the chat, and man, we gonna get to our first topic. I know I don't got you all for the entire episode today, so I want to get to ask you some questions before you get out of here. But let's see who we got in here. We got my brother Joe Barreto from the Credit Card Connection. The Credit Card Connection's in the building. My boy Rodney's in here. Oh man, we got Coworker 01 in the building. Coworker 01. That's a heck of a name right there. My guy Bobby Y with the 29-month membership. Man, this guy been a member of the channel for 29 months. But the thing is, he was my very first member. 29 months.
Wow, that's amazing.
Coworker 01 say he got his or her very first big redemption done and pretty stoked. That's what's up.
That's amazing. Let us know where you're going. Let us know what was your biggest struggle when you went to go redeem your points and miles. Would love to try to help you out for the next time to make it a little bit easier.
Sure. Background Balloon, one of the best names in the YouTube hemisphere in there.
Yeah.
Another great supporter, Lenora Wade, is in the building. Always good to see you in there. We got Joe Barreto, 26-month membership. That's what's up.
Nice.
That is what's up. 26 months. That's crazy. I just don't even feel like it's been that long.
Mm-hmm.
Like it don't feel like it's been that long. So yeah, we got Rodney in here. I think I said Rodney. What, Bertina's in the building. Carter's.
It's still Bertina's birthday month, I think. So we got a couple more days, Bertina.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. My guy Robert is in the building. Texas Dog. Let's see what we got. Lisa Ann. That's a new one for me. Lisa Ann. Glad to have you here.
Congrats on the Amex Gold card. Congrats.
For sure. For sure. Congrats on that Amex Gold card. That thing should be coming pretty soon too.
Yeah, it's probably halfway there already.
Your Teezy's in the building. Another just came around maybe like 2 months ago, just another big supporter for sure.
Absolutely.
Hold on, see. I will be using my Amex Gold in conjunction with my Delta Sky Miles Platinum card. Let's go.
Okay. You know how I feel about putting spend on a Delta card.
Hey.
That card.
Maybe she ain't putting spend on it.
She said in conjunction with. That means you're using both.
Maybe she's using that to get free bags and she's using the Delta.
Okay.
We don't know. Yeah. You could be right.
Delta Gold and whatever else y'all have, that should be your spending card. The Delta Platinum is a free checked bag card. $0 should go on it outside of the perks. What is it? The Resi credit, the Uber credit, and I know I'm forgetting the Uber One benefit. That's it. That's the only thing that should go on the Delta card. Everything else, transferable currency, Amex Gold or whatever else you may have.
All right, you got something for you.
Sure.
Isn't having 50K a bad thing? Will having loads of big limits cause issues with other approvals?
Great question. Here's the thing, UTZ. I've been canceling cards for the past 3 weeks, Sledge, when we started talking about canceling cards.
About 3 weeks.
Over that period of time, I've canceled well over $50,000 worth of credit limits. So in my case, it's like my credit limit didn't change from 3 weeks ago till now. I just put it all on one card versus spread out over, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7. I forgot how many I canceled.
For sure.
In general, though, not really a bad thing. It's all about, your debt to income and other factors that we'll never know. But these credit card companies want to entice you to spend money such that you spend too much and you start paying them interest. So
for sure.
I don't know if you feel differently, Sledge.
There's no other purpose of giving you $50,000 than to want you to put more money on that card. You know what I mean? Like any issuer, right? We got Life Travel Finance in the building. Nice. I wouldn't check out your channel. You got a new subscriber last week. I had Key send your channel to me. So I don't know if you saw it or not, but I did leave a comment on one of your videos. I did check out a couple of your videos while I was over there too. And that question came back up to you. Basically, from your Teezy, what credit limit, income ratio do you think you really should have? I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I let the banks determine that.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
They're going to approve me, they're going to approve me, right? Some credit cards have a minimum approval limit. Like, for example, it sounds like with Bilt, for most people, that may be $50,000. With things like Chase Ritz-Carlton or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, that minimum is $10,000. So it all depends bank by bank. I don't think there's a set ratio you should have. I think you should go for the cards you want to have and get rid of the ones you don't need. Yeah,
and don't forget with Capital One, I think it's $300.
$300, yeah, just to be, yeah. That's fine.
My guy, Memphis Mike with the 5 spot. I got the music queued up this time.
Yeah.
Hey, you see, I finally learned how to do something other than the squares. I got circles and everything.
I saw you with the circles.
I went crazy with it.
I was like, okay.
And the funny thing is, I'm sure it's been there the whole time. I just never even looked at it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No.
My gosh, Stinky Monkey Baby is in the building. Then we almost got
Yo,
everybody.
while we're reading through these comments, this is something that wasn't on the agenda, but I was going to book a flight the other day. Can we talk about, I don't know what the booking process was way back in the day, but I can tell you, oh my, has it gotten complex. Just to book a ticket. I knew I wanted this specific ticket. They had me doing, do you want to upgrade from basic economy to economy to premium economy? Then you got to select how many bags you want. Then you have to double check to make sure you don't want to go to business class or first class. Then it's like, do you want to purchase additional miles that you'll earn on this flight? Then I was like, what? Can I buy the flight? When did we get so complicated? Like, I was like, this needs to be like fast food. Like, what number do you want? Okay, pull up to the first window. When did we add so many steps in between the order and the first window?
Yeah, you know what? I think Delta was the first one that I peeped that on, because you go to get a main cabin and it's one price, but when you click on it, that price is for basic economy, right? and then you pick you can pick basic economy, or you got to pay more to be further up in main cabin. It's like be able to pick your seat. I mean, you might be in the same in the same section with everybody, but you get to pick your seat and blah blah blah. But it's like, yeah, man, they're making this thing way too complicated. You get through there. They actually, if I wanted to buy miles, I would have bought miles, right?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, how come I didn't get upgraded? Because you bought the basic. Like, that's why you're not getting upgraded.
Yeah.
Like, so I just wanted to vent because, one of my coworkers was like, I'm not even on the upgrade list. I was like, what fare class did you book? And they were like, what? I was like, when you went to the checkout screen, did you pick the one to the far left, which is the basic, or did you go all the way up? Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's why you're not on this joint.
Well, you got at least pick just the standard main cabin,
At least middle of the pack. Yeah.
Right.
They got 10 options. Just pick the middle. You
can't pick basic. You pick basic economy, you out of luck. You ain't, that ain't happening.
No, you're hardly on the plane with basic economy. They might throw you with the luggage.
For sure. And you, that person, when they got to kick somebody off, it's probably you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably you. So, yeah. I mean, at the very least, I got to pick my seat. I just wanted
to share my experience because it was crazy. I was like, how long does it take me to book a flight? I was like, click. I was like, what's happening?
It's like that now. Yeah. All right, we got one for you with the redemption. You want to go ahead and read it, or I can?
Okay, I got you. Coworker says the biggest struggle for their redemption was award availability for when they wanted to go. I had very specific dates I could go, which makes things very tricky, especially for high tourist places like Japan. Yeah, that is the maybe the second rule of, I'll say, award travel. Number one is make sure you hit the minimum spending requirements when you get new cards. Maybe number two, of course, paying the bill, on time, in full, whatever. But then it's be as flexible as you can be. Once you start getting into specific dates, you might as well have just paid cash. You might as well have, because especially with things like Japan and some other very high touristy type of areas. But Sledge, I don't know if you feel differently.
No, I feel the exact same way. Man. That availability for those type of places, man, you got to be ready to put in the work, or if not, it's going to be stressful. Like, it is going to be stressful. Keanu, I think you got somebody that might be competing with you on the amount of trips, man. Memphis Mike is always flying somewhere, man.
Memphis Mike said Mykonos. No, Mykonos. I was like, okay, Memphis. I thought you only was in Memphis. That's crazy.
He just came back.
That's awesome.
Man, beautiful trip.
Yeah.
Beautiful trip.
Drop a couple pictures in the Discord.
Oh, he dropped some.
Oh, he did. Oh, I missed it.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah,
I'll
he
check
dropped
today on
some
my
in
way to work.
there. Rev Mother T. I had to bring it. Look, the whole thing is gonna be about these doggone these doggone credit unions, man. I'm telling you, man, they be having some good
It
cards.
says debit card. Oh no.
Look. We since we right here, look.
Okay.
Can I get on this side? Maybe I can't.
Can you
Can
split
I move
us?
this over? I don't like that either.
Okay. So this is the credit card. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
She said the debit card. So Langley Federal Credit Union has a signature cashback credit card. It looks like whatever their rating scale is, you can get this if you have fair credit. You get 5% back, cash back on everyday purchases. And then for meeting the minimum spending requirements, you'll receive $200 cash back after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months.
No. Look at these young though. Look at these young though. The thing was, man, it was so hard for me to find the freaking categories. I went through the whole terms and conditions. I had to Google them. I went through the entire terms and conditions and couldn't find them. But wait till I show you the categories though, right? 5% on category or your choice every month, right? Okay. So that means you got to select it. It's one of those type of things. 3% on cash back on gas and EV charging, and that's unlimited. 2% on groceries and wholesale, which is also unlimited. And then 1% on everything else. But look at these freaking I don't like it.
Wow. Amazon, automotive services, department stores, dining. You can select gas, EV charging, or wholesale. Lowe's or Home Depot, streaming services, Walmart, Target. Yeah, streaming services, they be killing me. You do not need to get 5% cash back on streaming services.
I wouldn't pick it.
Like, come on now. Like, how much you streaming? How many services do you have?
If you somebody that just live at home with, and that's the only thing you're paying for, go ahead and pick the streaming service.
You might as well. But you're not going to no restaurant. You're not paying nothing on Amazon.
Right.
Come on now. Lowe's and Home Depot, they got mad gift cards up in there.
Walmart and Target 5%. That's pretty solid. You know what I mean? Like Lowe's and Home Depot. If you somebody that you really frequent there, like you really spending money there, but you only get up to 2K spend on it. But I still think 2K is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like that 2K is pretty decent. Dining, I mean, department stores, man, I'm not really sure. I think more people go shop online, so the department stores could be whatever.
Yeah.
For the people that shop on Amazon and don't have the Amazon Prime card, I think it's a pretty solid card.
I think it's a solid card as well.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the requirements. I haven't heard of Langley before, but I'm guessing you'd have to make a donation or something like that in order to join their credit union.
Yeah, but anybody can join though.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
I just wanted to be clear. You know how people be saying, I can't join. I can't join.
Yeah, right, exactly. Everybody can join. There's no geo restriction. There's nothing. Everybody can join. So yeah, I was looking at this card. Somebody posted it. Somebody spoke about it last week during a live, and then somebody posted it. I think it was the Avengers put it in a Discord. So just made me do a little bit more research. But man, I'm telling you, you go through the whole terms and conditions, and I could not find the freaking categories. But 5X on these categories, I think it's a pretty solid card.
Okay.
Think if you pick gas and EV charging, right, and you got 5% up to 2K spend, and then once that 2K spend is done, you'll still get the 2. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the time,
you still get 3% cash back. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna spend 2K. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna spend 2K on that, so I would never select it. But still.
Yeah. I will say for me, like, not a card I would get. However, if you're the type of person that only wants 1-2 cards, I kind of like this one. $2,000 in a month. I think that hits. I think that hits most people's things. Unless your family's huge and y'all doing some crazy grocery shopping or Costco trips, then I think that's you covered. And when in doubt, just buy a gift card for $2,000.
And you know what? The funny thing is, I have a Langley account too.
Do you?
Actually, Filmo had a referral link, and I used the referral link, and that's how I got it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just never closed it.
Okay, now.
We got some travelers in here. I got them being Grand Cayman in 2 days.
Nice. That sounds warm.
Or 3 days. Norigan, Antigua, Barbuda. Yeah, man. Got these FNCs from the Aspire. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
I mean, hold on. Texas dog going to his first. I hope it's a good visit for you. that busy doggone airport.
Yeah.
Bro.
So make sure you know, Texas dog, you don't have to, I don't know if you've been to Atlanta before, but you don't have to walk from your gate, your terminal. You can, down below, they have a train or whatever it's called that will bring you to each terminal. It's rather quick. So I would do that to maximize your time. But then no suggestions. I mean, when you first walk into the Centurion Club at Atlanta, if you make a hard left, there's going to be like a whiskey bar separate from the lounge. If that's your jam, go ahead and swing through there. But otherwise, I would make sure that your expectations of the food is in the middle.
Sure.
I would not be expecting to be blown away. Yeah, I wouldn't be expecting.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again, man. Like, I feel like
Michelin.
a lot of creators and even people in the comments sections, man, they make these lounges seem like it's freaking
like Emerald Lagasse up in there chefing it up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Like, bam,
Chef Ramsay up in there.
It ain't like that, yeah.
You know? Like, it ain't like that at all. You know what I mean? But would I prefer to be in there? Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. Bathroom, shower. Like I said, you can even go outside as well, but it's hot. You're on the tarmac, so it's going to be hot out there no matter what. But it's always nice to get some fresh air, you know what I mean, before you go down your flight. I would not go to this lounge if you only have a short layover. I would not go out of my way. Atlanta is a massive behemoth airport. I would skip it personally. I'd consider skipping it.
For sure.
Every terminal does have Delta lounges though. So it sounds like maybe you have a platinum card. Maybe you do a Delta lounge instead.
I will see. We got a couple super chats and then we go get into, I got one thing to talk about and then we go get into the cars that you using. We go get into them. But before that, we got Crystal Cove with the $9.99 spot. We got to go ahead and give it up, Crystal. I got to go back to that comment.
Okay, let me see what it said. It says something about.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I heard it.
That's all right. Evening, good morning for me. Oh, we got fresh hairdos. Okay. Hey, yo, I just said wash day right now before work. So, Crystal, shout out to you. Don't worry about skipping it. Don't worry. Man, I'm sure you look great. I'm sure you look great.
Oh, for sure. We already know.
If I didn't have work right now,
Chad's Money Minutes
I would not.
in the building.
What's up, Chad? I wonder where Chad's at right now. I have to send a message.
Man, ain't no telling where Chad at. Look, I'll be around where Chad live at more than he do. How crazy is that?
That's funny.
Like I'll be in Chad's neck of the woods more than he do, and he lived there. That's crazy. All right, my guy Marcus with the $9.99 spot. Marcus, you know you get it.
Nice.
All right, we got Marcus says after Sledge last members only and Keys last anti-debit card video, I got a new name for your style. Creducation. Play on BDP's edutainment. They don't know nothing about that, man. They don't know nothing about BDP. That was way before Keys time.
Oh, it's y'all do. Okay, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. But you can educate me. Who's BDP? The only thing I know is OPP. No,
you know who KRS-One is, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. He was like the lead rapper, Boogie Down Productions, BDP.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, you got OPP? I was like, I know OPP.
a little bit before OPP, but
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I
My
get
bad.
you was in the general area, but yeah. You know what's funny? That video that I put out is the 20 hard truths about credit cards. Is one of these things that I almost never do.
Mhm.
It's a members only video that's gonna come out to the general public, and I almost never do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it was a video that everybody need to see, so
Yeah.
it's going out to everybody. You
Okay,
know what I
okay,
mean?
okay.
Like, it's going out to everybody. We got Stacy in the building. Stacy Travel Points is in the building. What is going on, Stacy? Let me see here. All right, Key, what do you think about this? We got some sad news.
Yeah, pour one out. I don't know what happened these past 2 weeks, but every bank is like, don't forget us. We are about
Crazy,
to discontinue a card around here. Don't
crazy,
forget us. Also,
man.
I like this little card art. You're getting fancy with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Look. I was at work when this was going on, so
This is fancy. Okay. So let
Yeah.
me just tell people the stage. This is
Okay.
why you should not have a credit card roadmap. You need to be getting the cards you need to get. This this credit card was issued by US Bank. It came out in late 2023. It was discontinued in the first half of 2026. I've seen some of y'all's roadmaps, and 3 years out, those cards are not going to exist.
Right.
Hence, cards like this.
Right.
6% cash back on a whole slew of retailers. Now, I know we were just talking about Langley, so if you had this card, maybe the Langley card would be a good transition.
Right, for sure. Department stores.
Yep.
Yeah.
All sorts of stores. And then on top of the 6% cash back per quarter, 5.5% cash back if you did hotels and rental cars through their travel portal. 3% cash back on all the things we just named with Langley: wholesale clubs, gas, EV charging, home utilities. But this one is capped at $1,500 per limit per quarter, or $1,500 per quarter.
Yeah. And 1.5 cash back on all other purchases.
Yeah.
1.5.
But for $95 annual fee.
That's the part right there. that's the elephant in the room right there. $95 annual fee. Yeah. Do you remember when this card was about to come out? It was like all kind of excitement about it. You don't remember?
I don't remember it at all. And in fact, I had to look on Doctor of Credit because this is how I gauge if a card's going to be good. So there was an announcement saying about this card, December 15th, 2023. Normally, if there's so much excitement about a card, this one has 240 comments on the Doctor of Credit article. I don't know who this card was for, but with all these per quarter, per month restrictions, I don't think this one is as popular as US Bank wanted it to be.
No, I feel like, okay, this is what I felt like when it came out, right? Because this is during the time when I'm looking at channels like Mark Reese and Sebi and those channels, and I'm looking at a lot of people interested in the card. I think what killed this card is that it was $95. I mean, like because nobody knew that it was $95. It's one of those cards, it's the rumor this card coming out is gonna have all of this stuff to it. And then when it came out, it had that $95 annual fee, and I think it just killed everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, okay, so if people applied in December of 2023,
Yeah.
their annual fees would have hit for the first time in December or January of 2024. You're saying you think people was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Cancel.
I'm
and
sure.
Now here we are.
I'm absolutely positive that's what happened. People were just like, nah, we cool on this.
Now, alternatives to this card, of course, we talked about the Langley card, but then you also have other US Bank cards. The US Bank Cash Plus.
My favorite card.
Another alternative at no fee. I like the Connect card. I know it's not a cash back card, but the US Bank Connect card as well. $0 annual fee and four points per dollar, or you can cash it in as well. On a lot of those categories, the key is without the per quarter restrictions. So you can spend what you want to spend and that's it. So I really think between the annual fee and having those caps, it's not worthwhile to collect a couple dollars every quarter. I don't think it's worthwhile for people like us.
I agree with you. I got to look at my notes for this real quick though, because I got to ask you,
Okay. Yeah, so I might have to leave early. It's pouring down rain. You know the traffic.
Yeah. How much time you got?
I got a couple minutes. Go ahead.
All right, cool. I gotta ask you what man, I just need to know what cards you're using for certain categories because we said the credit card landscape has changed. It's been changing, and
It's
of
been
course,
changing.
since you got 192 cards, you gotta have. We already know, Key. You only carry one card with you. In fact,
That's
what
it.
is that one card you're carrying with you?
Right now, it's the City Strata Premier or my corporate card. Like that's
Okay,
it.
Right.
Uh,
Then
yeah.
you don't even carry both of them.
Nah. Right now it's my corporate card. If I look at my wallet right now, it's my corporate card.
God, dog, I
Uh,
gotta have the starter for beer.
but I know just based on what people are saying, it's sounding like when I get home and get that Bilt card, it's gonna be the Bilt card.
You'll be the bill card.
Yeah,
Over the startup premier.
that's what I'm thinking. That's what
I
I'm
mean-
thinking because my mortgage is hefty. I live on the East Coast, so my mortgage is chunky. So I gotta make sure I'm hitting.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm hitting those requirements.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, so
Go ahead.
you got your Apple Pay, you got your Samsung Pay, you got your Google Wallet, you got all of that stuff, right? So, what card when you go out are you using for dining? If you're not doing it for work,
Yeah,
Right.
City Strata Premier.
because the startup premier, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of these, right?
I'm sure it is.
All right. Supermarkets.
City Strata Premier.
I had the same thing. Gas.
I'm gonna say EV charging, but at home I charge at home. But City Strata Premier is in my Tesla account.
All right. Utilities.
Most of my utilities only accept a checking account, so it pulls directly from my bank.
Okay. Do you do Costco or something like that?
Yes, like maybe twice a year. Yeah.
Okay. If you were to go to Costco, what card would you be using?
The last time I went, I used the Navy Federal Amazon card. What's that joint called? The flagship.
You gonna use the flagship?
Yep. Because you have to use a Visa.
And it's 2x.
Yeah, and it's 2x. So I think that's what I've used in the past.
Yeah,
or it's my Visa signature 2% card.
Okay.
Is that a Visa? Yeah, it's a Visa.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what about online shopping?
Bank of America customized cash.
Now, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other categories. I think those are the main categories. You know what I mean? Can you think of another category that's kind of like a main category that somebody might be using?
No, but a lot of these credit cards have streaming services, so people must be putting money on these streaming services and cell phone bills as well. Is maybe another one. What about you?
Yeah.
What do
Okay.
you
Yeah.
What do you use for streaming, and then what do you use for cell phone?
All right. So for streaming, I use I don't know because I use like a few cards, so I really could. The thing is, I don't even know because I don't even calculate streaming because the amount of points that I'm getting for one streaming service is so low.
So low
that they kind of like on random cards. I'm not really. I don't even know really. Man, autograph maybe? I don't know.
Okay. All right, I do have to go. It is pouring down rain this morning, so I have to jet. Before I do, remember that we started a new segment called Key's Hot Corner. I played college softball, primarily third base, but really played all the positions in college. So Key's Hot Corner. I'm gonna leave you with 3 things, and then I'll be in the comments while I'm in my Uber going to work. But all right, hot take number 1. I like alcohol. Y'all know I love me some tequila. I love all that stuff. I was at the airport, and I want to make sure that I'm not being insensitive. I respect people that don't drink. Highly respect that. But when I'm looking at the menu and a mocktail is $16 to $20,
crazy.
What are we doing? Remember when Shirley Temples used to be free if you were like under 10? People basically get in a Shirley Temple with some fruit in it for $20. And again, I'm not being insensitive. I want to make sure you can have a good time when we go out, but I do not think that restaurants should have a mocktail menu that costs just the same as the cocktail. I think that's crazy. I think that's insane behavior.
Yeah.
Number 2, an upgrade from your seat in economy that you've selected
Mm-hmm.
to Premium, Comfort Plus, whatever it's called, to the middle seats in those areas is not an upgrade. Period. If you've selected your seat and now they've moved you to the middle seat of a larger leg room, not an upgrade. Last thing, and Sledge, I sent you this video about this woman, and I won't put her channel on blast, but people that brag about getting approved for credit cards and paying annual fees, diabolical behavior. I have to go to work. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Actually, it's Monday for everybody else. Have a wonderful Monday, and we will talk later. But
I appreciate you.
That's the hot corner. Bye-bye.
Wow. All right, y'all. It's just me. It's just me. I'm going to run down the cards that I use as well, but I'm going to run through some of these comments real quick before I get to that. Let me see here. Oh, Texas Dog say, I don't have flexible dates and frequent use travel portal instead. Or use points to get on the upgrade list and, and pray for sure. Hey, man, listen. You got to do what you got to do. Like, you got to do. Usually, I won't say usually when I travel. 100% of the time when I'm travel, I don't have flexible dates because I go places when I want to go, and not when the airline or the credit card company dictates that I go. If I want to go somewhere from July 8th to July 20th, then I'm going from July 8th to July 20th. I'm not going July 7th because it's a little bit cheaper, and I'm not going July 10th because it's a little bit cheaper. My dates aren't flexible. When I want to go somewhere, that's when I go. Same as you, Texas Dog. Carter just did a last minute trip to Green Bay last week. He sent us some pictures of Lambeau Field. That's what's up. Well, hold on. Well, let's see what y'all talking about. Heads up. Amex is giving credit line increases on the BBP. I got a 10K one, and the other. You know what's funny is the BBP is the only card I've ever got an increase from American Express on. It's the only one. Every other one's the same limit I had since I had the card. Except for the one time I requested a credit limit increase just because I wanted to see if you could do it. If you can do the 3X increase. And that was at I probably was only with American Express 6 months at that time. I redeemed Capital One shopping gift cards for Hulu and Look, there you go. Then you ain't got to pay for it. Man, look, I'm trying to figure out these freaking, and I can't even put it up here. Bertina, I can't put it up here. I can't put your comment up here with the flow straight. I don't get it. You said 200 jewels, and I can't even put it up here. But don't think I overlooked it. And then the sunshine one, I can't put them up here. It won't allow me. Maybe I gotta go another way. Dr. Chris is in the building. Dr. Chris is always in the building. I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna get to my cars in a minute. I don't think I'm tripping though. I'm gonna get to my cars in a minute. I plan on eating at the Varsity in the adjoining terminal. It is in Atlanta. Must eat. Okay. I have a 3.5 hour wait. Hey man, listen, those doggone layovers, man, especially at ATL, boy. This is the one tip I can give you, Texas Dog. Keep an eye, whoever you flying. I'm assuming you probably flying Delta because you in Atlanta. Your layovers in Atlanta. Keep an eye on that Delta app. Keep an eye on your push notifications and your text messages, because 99% of the time when I go to Atlanta and I have a layover, they change my gate. It happens almost every single time. Make sure you keep an eye on that. One time I walked up to the gate, I had like 10 minutes till like 10 minutes before I walked over to A, and my freaking flight was going out of C, man. And I had to hustle to get over there. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on that in freaking ATL, man, because they like that for sure. Crystal Cove, I could do Langley for Walmart, especially. I mean, listen, 5% at Walmart is crazy to me. I mean, 5% is crazy to me. Anyway, yeah, I could do Langley for Walmart, especially after the madness synchrony pulled on me with that PayPal soft pull. That was really a hard pull. Yeah, that's trash. Yeah, that's trash. Dr. Chris with the 5 spot. My dog, I gotta give it up for you. And key be in an undisclosed location, so we can't get that information out. But just know, man, Key is always traveling the world. And then my dog, Texas. Oh wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't even give Carter the shout out from the super chat. Happy birthday to Carter today. Oh, Dr. Chris, your birthday tomorrow, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, Carter, man. Make sure you have a great birthday, man. They only come around once a year. Celebrate you for being you, man. Thank you for always being here. And man, yeah, celebrate you for being you for sure. Texas dog, only eligible for United Airlines or Centurion Lounge. United Airlines is still one of the lounges that I've never been in. I've never been in a United Club. My brother, Joe Barreto, actually gave me a pass to go in a United Club. And when I got in there, they wouldn't let me in because I wasn't Joe. Even though he gifted me the pass, they would not let me into. He actually gifted me two passes. They would not let me in Saturday Lounge because I wasn't Joe, which was trash. But it is what it is. I've never been in United Club. When the next time I'm actually flying United, I'm actually flying United in a week or so. Yeah. I'm flying United not this weekend, but next weekend. So I have United Silver, so I don't have to pay for bags, courtesy of having Marriott Titanium. But I still don't have access to the lounge. But I think where I'm flying to have a Centurion Lounge, so I'll go in there. And if so, you know what? If they got a United Lounge, I might even pay to go in there just because I've never been in one, and I want to experience going inside a United Lounge. It might be trash. I don't know. It might be great, but I want to find out. But Texas dog. Chad telling them what a Centurion Lounge is. Chad know where every Centurion Lounge in America is because he's been to every airport in the United States at least 25 times. At least 25 times, y'all. All right. I made my 20K spin on my Amex Business Platinum. Got my 300,000 points. 300,000 points, man. I can't even. You need one of these, like 300K, bro. Man, I hope you spend those points. I hope you have a ball with those points. You know what I mean? I don't tell people to spend their points wildly. Spend them however you want to spend them, but just have a ball when you're doing it, for sure. Make sure you have a ball when you're doing it. Chad Money Menace is he out here getting money in the Bay. Okay, you in the Bay. Say what's up to E40 for me, man. Say what's up to my boy E40 while you out there. Too short too. All right, Dr. Chris. Hey, Sledge and Key. Key is gone, so it's just me. I mentioned KRS-One in one of my dissertations years ago, and the title was Edutainment and Convergence, and that was 2008. I believe his real name is, Chris Parker. Chris Parker, his brother Kenny Parker. Yes, sir. If you use roadmaps, you need to be able to improvise and, for sure. If you use a credit card roadmap, right? Because I think 2023 and 2024, I put up a video for credit card roadmap, and yeah, absolutely. I absolutely improvised on both of them. Both times I did not end up with the same cards that I had on that roadmap. Did I have some of them? Yeah. Did I have all of them? Absolutely not. Because you know what? Sometimes your lifestyle changes. Sometimes those cards may not be what you thought they were. And sometimes You just don't want the card. You just don't want those cards anymore. And there's a slight chance you might get declined for the card. So yeah, you always have to be looking out for something different for sure. Background Balloon said, not gonna lie, the US Bank Shopper and the Wells Fargo Tune were one of those super niche cards. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That are only really good for a few people, otherwise pretty forgettable for the average person. Not necessarily bad, just niche. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. I definitely agree with that. And Dr. Chris, yeah, you're right. The Centurion Lounge in ATL is a very nice lounge. Like it's a very nice lounge. It can't get crowded in there, but it's so big. It's one of those ones where it's crowded. It's like it don't even seem crowded. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those kind of lounges. Avengers, banks are asking high multiplier credit cards like the City Custom Cash and Wells Fargo Tune. If you want a high multiplier card, it is best to get it sooner rather than later, or you're gonna be paying high annual fees on those joints for sure. And a lot of the high annual fee cards don't even have high multipliers. So yeah. My guy Philmo is the person who introduced me to the Langley Credit Union. Philmo is the person who introduced me to the Langley Credit Union. Philmo gave me that referral so I can get that bank account bonus, and he got his share, I got my share, and that was it. Appreciate you for that one, Philmo. I had to pin that comment, but Philmo said, been a minute. I made a Monday live. Yes, sir. Much love to Key and Sledge and everyone in the chat. My dog. You know you gotta get one. Oh, we got to talk about this one though. Texas Dog, we got to talk about this one. We got to talk about this one. Texas Dog says everyone uses streaming services and banks think we are too stupid to know that the percentage on a $50 spend is negligible. Let's go even worse, man. Come on, man. Let's be real. Most of these freaking streaming services, like what? I mean, Netflix is 20 something, but most of them is in the teens. Like most of them are in the teens. So you're not really getting anything back from it. And it's crazy because I remember watching a few creators talk about what they put on streaming and I'm like, getting back 38 cents a month, man. Woo. I'm happy for you. Like I don't even look at the streaming is like something I put on the cards that I'm just trying to keep alive. You know what I mean? Like I put the streaming on a card just because I don't want to put spin on it. You know what I mean? Or I'm not putting spin on it. And you're right, Texas Dog. These freaking banks, they know because so many you got your Disney Plus, you got your HBO. I can't say Hulu because Hulu's with Disney Plus. You have your Star, whatever you have, Paramount, Peacock, whatever. You know, they know that people streaming is the thing, so they throw it on these cards to make it look like you're getting something. But man, let's keep it real, man. You ain't getting nothing when you putting on those streaming things for sure. All right, coworker. The problem with streaming as an earning category for me, besides that it isn't much spend, is the platinum card covers like 4 streaming service for me through its credit. For sure, that's the same thing for me. Like most of my streaming services are free, and if they aren't free, man, it's the ones that I want. Often I can get deals for them. I can get Amex offers. I don't know how many times they have Amex offers for certain streaming services where you get 3 months and you get 3. Say for instance, the streaming service $7.99. So you get $7.99 rebate on $7.99 for 3 months, right? So you watch everything you want to watch in those 3 months and just be done with it. When they come back around, you just do it again. Stars. I think I got stars for like a year for like $20. Just on some random deal somewhere. HBO is one of the ones that be kind of tricky, right? HBO be kind of tricky because it's one of those streaming services that I actually want. So I think I pay like $75 for it for the year on the Amex offers for the last 2 years. But before that, man, I was paying like $25 for that joint, and they want like $129 a year for that thing. But yeah, if you just look around for deals, you can get those streaming services for little or nothing. And then if you got a platinum card, you ain't paying for most of them. So there. Anyway, I feel like I want to run on that thing. The customized cash is fire for online, for sure. Online buys along with the Bilt card at my catch-all 3X. And why you said that, man? Let me go ahead. Let me make sure I don't got no more super chats. I'm gonna go down here and I got a couple of memberships. I'm gonna go ahead and put those up. Oh, Dr. Chris gifted a membership to the Insiders. And who got it? My dog, Gunna Diver. Let me go ahead and pin both of those. And then Dr. Chris then gifted another one to somebody I ain't seen in a minute in here. I ain't seen Tanya in a minute in here. Good to see you around for sure. Good to see you. And man, Guna Diver sent the soccer trophy, and I can't pin them. I can't even click on them. I don't even know how to do this. Maybe because I'm on this streaming software. I'm gonna go to my phone while I'm talking about these cards that I have. Let me see. But yeah, I'm about to go down the list of the cards that I'm using for the major categories that I think are major. You know what I mean? In streaming services, that ain't one of them. All right. So is that well? Oh no, that ain't it. That's the freaking what's the name? Where is it? Oh man, don't tell me I ain't put it on here. Am I tripping? Yeah, I'm tripping. I didn't even put it on here. Anyway, I got it on my phone still. We about to run down it on here. All right. So for dining, restaurants, whatever you want to call it, right now, and this is just for right now, like at the moment, right now. And it could change. I plan on trying to use this using this for a month, but it could change at any time. But for right now, for dining, I'm using my Atmos Summit card so I can get some of those Atmos miles, points, or whatever you want to call them at 3X for dining. But also for dining, I'm also mixing in the Strata Premier because I always want to mix in my Atmos miles, and I also want to get points that I can use for American, because every point that I get with the Strata Premier, I'm always going to transfer it to American, right? But also with the Strata Premier, I'm also getting that 3X at supermarkets. Yeah, I'm also getting that 3X at supermarkets. But you know what that supermarket entails, just regular old supermarkets. I'm not getting Walmart. I'm not getting any of that. So that's going to come later down. And there's going to be a way more cards than key, evidently. Utilities. U.S. Bank Cash Plus. 3% cash back on utilities. That's just an easy one for me. And I didn't have to go and select this one, but because I always use this one for utilities. Like that's the category I always use it for. You get two categories, but utilities is always one of them. We got 78 people in here, man. Go ahead and hit that like button for your boy, man. Go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. I'm gonna go ahead and put that comment down there. I should pin that too. Go ahead and hit that like button. I even put please behind it, man. Hit that like button for your boy. All right. Now, like I said, for groceries, that only include regular grocery stores, right? So it don't include wholesale stores. I have a Sam's Club membership, and when I go to Sam's Club, although I have a Sam's Club credit card, it only gives me 1% in Sam's Club, which is outlandish, right? Like this is outlandish. The Sam's Club, the regular Sam's Club card. I have the regular Sam's Club membership. So I have the regular Sam's Club card. I'm not paying $100 for a Sam's Club membership. I have no reason to. I'm not. The only benefits you have is like free shipping and you get to shop early. I ain't going early, so I'm not paying for that. I'm paying for the regular $40 card or whatever it is. So for Sam's Club, I'm using my Venmo Visa card, because with the Venmo Visa card, you get 3% back on your top category, and wholesale clubs is one of those categories. Now, I might also use my Robinhood Gold card depending on how many times I go there. Now, for the most part, I spend a decent amount of money at Sam's Club, but I typically buy a lot of my paper goods from there. And then when I get inside of Sam's Club, right, because I don't got free shipping, so I got to go inside. When I get inside of Sam's Club, what I do is I buy I buy other stuff. Like I end up buying other stuff. So it's either gonna be the Venmo Visa or the Referral Gold Card. Online shopping, same exact thing. Online shopping, the Dr. Chris said this earlier. The Bank of America customized cash, 3 you get 3% cash back, or I'm using a Robinhood Gold Card, 3% cash back. The thing with the Robinhood Gold Card is the reason I don't use it, excuse me, all the time is I use everything that I give my Robinhood Gold Card. It goes into my individual investment account, and I do invest that. So I kind of split that with the actual cash back that I get. Now, the cards that I didn't say per se that I know I'm going to use, my Amazon Prime cards, be it the business or the personal. If I'm shopping on Amazon, I'm using those cards and getting 5% back. Why would I not use them, right? My Rakuten American Express, my MVP, my number one card. I didn't have that for a specific category because I use that card when I can get 4x Rakuten plus whatever the company's offering, right? So if I go into a store and I check Rakuten and they have a deal for me to get +4 plus whatever, I'm using that card. So I rack up a gang of points with that Rakuten American Express card, but I don't have a specific category for it. Okay. The Amex Platinum. I have a couple trips lined up for the month of July, which is coming up pretty soon. So the Amex Platinum, of course, wherever I travel, Amex Platinum is coming with me. And then, if I can't read my writing, yeah, I'm just skip that one. All right. Now, as of January 1st, gas stations, transportation, and drugstores is all going on my Discover It cashback card. I gotta make sure I'm using this for this. Gas stations, transportation, and drugstores are all going on my Discover It cashback card because this is my second Discover It. Yes, you can get 2, man. I know y'all been watching these. I know y'all been watching these videos. Y'all been watching these live. Yes, you can get another Discover It even if you already have one. And I don't mean like any kind of tricky way. Just apply for it. I just applied straight out for it. Got a second one. So for those specific categories, I'm going to be getting 10% cash back. It wouldn't make sense to use any other card. I'm getting 10% cash back on those categories from July through September. So on those 3 categories, I'm going to be using those. And again, those categories are for Discover, gas stations, and it doesn't say gas or EV charger. It says gas stations. So gas stations, transportation, and drugstores. So yeah, I'm using that for 10% back on those locations. All right, let me see what we got here. I'm done. I think I'm done with that. Now let's run through the rest of these comments, and it'll be time to get up out of here. Yeah, man, I'm flying solo. That's how it be like that, man. Sometimes it be like that. No, okay. Listen, nothing about the middle seat on the flight is an upgrade. That is man. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and pin that one. That is 100% true, man. Listen, I feel like if you're gonna upgrade to like Comfort Plus, especially with Delta with the Comfort Plus, because Comfort Plus, as far as I can remember back in the day, it used to only be 2 seats per row. Used to only be two seats, but now sometimes Comfort Plus is 3 seats, and you could get that middle seat. But if you upgrade, that means you chose to get that middle seat. But if you want to call it upgrade, I look at it like this: if you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? If you like it, I love it. Also, I'm very worried if they put you in a high D terminal because they are hyped. Oh yeah. Talking about the Centurion Lounge. Nicholas, no, man. As far as the last information I got, the refresh it's supposed to be sometimes toward the end of September. So we got a little bit to go on it. The last time I tried to chat with a rep about it, they kind of said that they didn't know. And I think a lot of times they told to tell people that they don't know. So you got to look up and get the right rep in order to get some information from them. But the last person I talked to, and also Dr. Chris, who is also inside of this chat, they told Navy Federal, he talked to somebody who worked for Navy Federal, and they told him the second or the third quarter. But the last person that I talked to told me it would be in September, probably toward late September. So hopefully we get something by then. All right, let's see. Gonna just joins. What's up, Sledge? Guna Dava. Germany was knocked out of the World Cup. Paraguay, great game. Brazil advanced over Japan. Yes, sir. Next is the France match, man. Listen, that World Cup going crazy, bro. That World Cup is going crazy. The big banks allowed credit limit increases for 6 months wait. Just got 6x increase on my saver from 3K to 8K. That's what's up. On my Venture X from 12K. Make sure you do it in the app. That's what's up. That is what's up. Man, you know what? To be completely honest, the only car, I have 2 cars that I ever got an increase from. The first one, my very first increase that I've asked for. Not to say I only got 2 increases. The only increase that I've asked for was American Express everyday card. I 3x the limit on that so I can put more on my Blue Business Plus. So I asked for that, and then I asked for an increase on my Navy Federal flagship card, and that's how I got it to $55,000 on top of moving another credit limit over there. But for the most part, I don't ask for credit limit increases. But yeah, that's good information. The bad guys that acting in the app, because Capital One is, of course, Capital One known for being stingy. But if they are giving you these credit limit increases to get you some credit limits that are usable, hey man, you might as well go ahead and do them things for sure, y'all. Hey, we got 89 people in here, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. U.S. Bank Shopper had U.S. Bank Shopper had a $95 fee, but a tune I think was better. Congrats to those who hit the. Hey, you know what the tune was? After I thought about it, the tune was definitely a good card, man. Like I just never got it, and the thing is, I probably still wouldn't have used it because, for whatever reason, man, I just don't use my Wells Fargo card like that. Like I just don't. Like I have the active cash, and I have 2 autographs at this point, which is diabolical. But I don't use them. Like I don't use them. Not to say I don't use them at all, but I don't use them all like that. Okay. Dr. Chris said, man, the party got started early. I am about to send a membership. Which Langley card was that? All right, let's go back to that Langley card. That Langley card is the signature cash back card. They do have a couple cards. This is their top card. And this is the one with the 5% cash back on the category of your choice, which they have a lot of category. And then 3x on gas and EV charging. If I go back down to the if I go back down to these are the categories, Dr. Chris. And it's an interesting set of categories. Like these are some of these categories. Getting 5% at Walmart and Target from a card that isn't a Walmart or Target card. And that's one, you know what? That's one thing I left off my list. And I did put my list on here. I'm tripping. Yeah. On a Walmart or Target card. And I didn't put it on my list was Walmart. With Walmart, I use my OnePay MasterCard because I get 5% cash back with that card. And honestly, it is a very awesome card, man. Y'all need to check that out. That Walmart MasterCard, make sure y'all check that out. Sledge, what is the next 3-4% card that you think will be continued? Man, listen. Listen, Guna, I'm hoping none, man. Look, I don't like to put the bad vibes out in the atmosphere, but man, but the way these credit card companies is acting right now, man, it's kind of crazy. Like it is kind of crazy. Like I don't think there's ever been a time that I can remember when these credit card companies have been just just getting rid of discontinuing cards like this, not back to back. Like we've had cards that was discontinued, but it'd be like one here and there. Like this been like 3 weeks straight we've been getting these cards discontinued. So man, I think I've been saying this, like I've been saying this for a few weeks, man. Like I've been saying it for a few months. I've been saying this for a few months. These banks know what the real economy is, man. You know what I mean? It's not just because these cars aren't popular. Like they know what the real economy is. So they know what these real numbers is. So it's a reason why these cars are starting to get knocked out like that. So and I believe that these banks are also getting a lot stricter with some of their rules. So yeah, because we're in this niche where we get credit cards and we look at these kind of things, it's easier for us to start to look at stuff like that. Let me see. Walmart Plus now gives you yes, sir. Yes, sir. Walmart Plus gives you Peacock. So listen, you got the platinum. You got the platinum, which gave you Walmart Plus. So when you got Walmart Plus, you get Peacock or Paramount, right? So what I got I have Peacock with, I think it's that way. I got Peacock with the platinum. Then I got Paramount with Walmart Plus. And I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. But either way it go, I don't pay for either one of them. This been going, man, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a good minute since they did that. Okay, there is my second membership gift. Let's go. My boy Choco in the building. Choco, what is going on? All right, AT&T offered HBO free back when it was just HBO. So as long as I stay with AT&T, oh, okay. Look, now listen to this, Crystal. I've been with Sprint for so long that I've been getting Hulu for free for so long that I don't have to get the bundle with Disney because I already get Hulu for free. And when it went over to T-Mobile, I've never changed my plan. Like I never changed my plan. So I've been using this same Sprint plan for so long with unlimited everything. Crazy thing is, just today, I get a text message from T-Mobile saying that they going up $6 on all of per line. $6, but I got 4 lines. So it's an extra $24. They going up $6 per line for everybody who had older plans. Now, throughout history of all of this time, when they went up, I never had an increase. Like I've never had one increase since Sprint went over to T-Mobile, and I still have my old plan. But I still hold on to it because I get that free Hulu, and the plan that I have is still better than all other T-Mobile plans. So I'm still gonna keep hold on to that one. All right, let's get it. The vendors. I used my Amex Gold Resi credit recently. I got a $50 Resi credit, 200 MR points for using my gold and getting 252 Atmos points for using the Atmos dining program. Let's go. Man, I don't know why I didn't know. I didn't even know Atmos had a dining program. Thank you, Avenger. Man, Avenger be dropping all the deals inside the Discord. In fact, anybody that's in here that wants to join the Discord, I never post the Discord because I always forget to put a new link up, and the doggone link expires in 7 days, so I don't never put it up. But anybody who would like to join the Discord, go ahead and hit that QR code, and you will be over there. But yeah, as I was saying, the Avenger always dropping all the deals in the Discord every single day. A lot of Capital One deals in variety of different retailers and things like that. So yeah, for sure. All right, let's move on. HBO, one of the most expensive streaming services though. But like I say, I get it every year with an Amex offer when it's about to expire. I'm not paying $129 for that joint. Like I'm not doing it. I think U.S. Bank may follow the discontinuation of high multiplier cards. I think Cash Plus may go if U.S. Bank ever comes out with the transfer partners. Man, if the Cash Plus go, I'm gonna be sad, man. That was my last U.S. Bank card. Like I've never had one. Dr. Chris, you can't be getting up to 20 spot, man. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, man. You can't be getting on 20 spot on your birthday, man. God dog, man. Highly appreciate you, brother, for sure, man. Another person that's always dropping knowledge in the Discord, Dr. Chris. We in there, like I said, we be in that thing learning together, man. If somebody don't know something, somebody else know. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Dr. Chris, appreciate you, brother. And you already know, man, you gotta get it. All right. I gotta read your comment. It said, all right, Sledge, here's my birthday chat to you, brother, for educating a brother these past few years. And my setup is honestly honestly almost complete at 34 cars, and my score is tight, man. Look, Dr. Chris, the thing about Dr. Chris is Dr. Chris has a strategy. Like Dr. Chris got a strategy. He know when he gonna get his cards. He know what card he's gonna get. So he doing everything the right way for sure. We got them happy birthdays. I'm buying a lot of gas station gift cards next quarter for my. Hey, listen, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. 10x, listen, 10%. Listen, 10%, guys. 10% with that Discover It. And again, you can apply for a second one. There's no trick to it. You can just apply for it. I was actually surprised, and I found that out from Key. You can apply for a second Discovery card, and like I said, there's no trick to it. Just apply and just have another one. And I'm pretty sure if you in your first year, I wouldn't do it. But after that, and I had Discover for a long time. Like I've had a Discover card for a long time. One day, I just decided to apply for another one, and I have two now. The thing is, I need to cancel the other one because, to be completely honest, there's no reason to have it. Oakland to Indy, I don't have as much gas being now that my wife went to EV. Yeah, for sure. I don't have a lot of gas being because I drive my company car everywhere I go. Like, I don't care where I'm going. I drive that joint everywhere I go. Gas on them. So let me see. Flying back to Cali on Thursday. All 5 of us in Comfort Plus. Man, listen, Comfort Plus is that extra room. I love being up there. Free drinks. It's all good for me. All right, let me see. You should have a middle seat blocked out and any premium seat if 3x3 for sure. Like you just go in and just buy the freaking middle seat so nobody sitting next to you. All right, see, this is Dr. Chris was talking about. Dr. Chris was talking about the flagship card. Said, yep, my sources said the end of the second quarter or the fourth quarter, probably in time for holiday shopping. Yeah, so that kind of in line with what I heard. I heard end of September, but you know how these companies are, man. Listen, how long has Wells Fargo been saying that they're going to get a premium card? How long has U.S. Bank been saying they're going to have transfer partners? You know what I mean? Like this was before, both of these were before Navy Federal said that they were going to have a premium card. And neither one of them have come through, U.S. Bank or Wells Fargo. So let me see. Dr. Chris says, you can still transfer limits from the BCP to the B. Nope. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. I wish I could have gotten my wife to attune. The thing especially that pet care, man, that's like really a novelty. Like that's definitely a novelty. Hair and nails. Anything self-care, right? Yeah, anything self-care. All right, let's see. Let's get it. Crystal says, I think people are sleeping on the AAA visa. Man, listen, okay, I got a story behind that. The multiplier categories are good and credit limit increases are nice. I started with 8,200 a year ago. Oh man, they give you 4K for sure. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Whenever I try to go to that website, they send me to a different card than everybody else got. And Keith thought I was tripping because she sent me the link. We were at the end of one live. We were on together. She clicked on the link. I clicked on the link. It sent me to a different card. So I'm like, maybe if I do it from my work phone, because it's iOS versus Android, and I went it, and I still went to the same one. I don't know. They AAA just don't want me to have that card. Like AAA do not want me to have that card. All right. Isn't Sam's Club also on Raw? Yes, sir. Sam's Club is also on Rakuten sometimes for purchases and always on there for the memberships. Always. But it's also on there for purchases. But when you go in there, make sure you look at the limitations on, because sometimes they have stuff that you can't buy. Well, you can buy what you want, but sometimes they have stuff that you won't get the extra points for. So make sure you check that out if you're using Rakuten with Sam's Club for sure. Yep. One Pay is by Synchrony. It's the only Synchrony card that I actually have too. Come on, y'all. Y'all tripping, man. US Cash Plus is not the next one to go, man. Do not put out the bad vibes in the world, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. I like that card. In fact, the funny thing is, it's right here. I just had it sitting on my desk. It's right here. Cash Plus, man. It's a great card. Don't trip on it. My God, John R. Credit and Travel is in the building. What's going on, John? What happened to the R? Why don't you just say John's Credit and Travel now? What happened to the R? Key back again. Let me see here. Oh man, my boy in the building. Big Kurt is in here. Big Kurt is in the building. My dog. Hey, look, Dr. Chris, man, I swear, like Dr. Chris is more like me than anybody else, man. I swear, in this credit card world, he still has the Sprint plan too with Hulu and Spotify. Hey, man, I done had that Sprint plan list. I was with the good and the bad with Sprint, like the good and the bad, boy, because they went. I don't know if y'all know it or not. Like anybody that's in here younger, like Sprint was the first ones to drop 4G. They were the first ones with 4G service. The problem was they betted on a service called WiMAX while everybody else went to LTE. So they had the faster speeds than everybody, but because every other network, every other issuer went to LTE, Sprint had to tear down the network and pretty much start from scratch. And during that time, man, the service was. It was. But man, the price that I was paying for was so good, I didn't want to get out of it. And eventually they climbed their way out of it and got back good, but they had lost so many customers that, yeah, this is how they ended up being grabbed up by T-Mobile for the most part. It was all because they made a terrible decision on the 4G. You know what I mean? Like, it was a terrible decision going to WiMAX instead of LTE, and just think, LTE is only barely around now. And if you get on the LTE network now, you get no service basically. See here, my boy John with the 2 spot. Let's go. John, you already know, man. John, you already know, man. 72 people watching. You know how I go, man. You know how I go. 72 people watching, 46 likes. 46 likes, y'all. Come on, man. It's 75 people watching now, man. 46 likes. We had at one time we had 80 some people watching. We got 46 likes, man. It's crazy. All right. Kiki, 38 cents per month back on the street. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Kiki. 38, man. People, sometimes I don't get it, man. Like, I'm not even going to puzzle my brain to get 38 cents, man. And I get it all add up, man. I ain't knocking, you know what I'm saying? And when I talk about min maxer, man, this is the min maxer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't knocking them, man, but God dog, I ain't going that far, man. Like, I'm just not doing it. Yeah, the new folks are joining the Discord. I'm getting notificated. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. We got here. Let me see it. Who got 2 Discover cards? Carter's got 2 Discover cards. Manuel got 2 Discover cards. Let's go. Let's go, man. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it's 10% in the first year. It's a 5% match. I mean, 100% match. It's 100% match on 5%. You might as well get a second one if you can, you know. And I get it. If you're trying to save your inquiries to get another card, I do get it. But if you're not that person that's doing that, man, listen, if you can get, and it's easy, I mean, it's a pre-approval for Discover card. You know if you're going to get it or not, right? And Discover pre-approvals are pretty legit. Like, they're pretty legit. They say that you are pre-approved and you pre-approved. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You go get the card. So, for sure. Eventually, I hope I'll be able to apply for my second Discovery cashback card in January through Discover, as I wouldn't be approved through Capital One if that is the only option. Yeah, man. I would recommend applying through Discover if you can, for sure. I would definitely do that. Let me see here. I set my Navy Federal More Rewards fuel offer for 2,000 points for 200 in fuel spend for the month. Wait a minute, hold on. I ain't seen that one. I wouldn't be able to hit $200 in spend on fuel. To be completely honest, man, and for the month of June, I don't think I'll spend anything in fuel, like zero. So unless they count the whole gas station on the inside, and I still wouldn't spend $200. I probably wouldn't even spend $30. My older brother was in Discover Salesforce early on. He still has his card, probably one of the first 200 cards this year. Hey man, look, I had one of them old Discover before it was Discover, when it was just called Discover. Discover is a new thing. Let me see. What you call them? Cancer rims are wild on the chat tonight. My mother is a Cancer, man. Yeah, my mother's a Cancer. Her birthday coming up, and I'm gonna have to slide and go see her for sure. Pop in on her. Whenever I go see my mother, like, I never tell her I'm coming, man. I just pop in on her to surprise her. You know, I'm coming from however many hundreds of miles away, so I just pop in on her. I usually get upgraded to Comfort Plus every flight. I get an upgrade. That's what's up. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about hotels. I don't always get a upgrade with flights, but I definitely get them with hotels. I'm about to test out this United Silver. Like I say, I fly United once a year, and I'm gonna be flying United, and I'm United Silver. If I better get upgrade. If I don't get upgrade, man, I'm going at all to y'all United people. Let me see here. Guna, I use the Sprint phone for the push to talk feature. Love those phones. That is until the first iPhone. Then I drop them. Yeah, see, that was the thing with Sprint was AT&T. Yeah, AT&T was the only people. I'm telling you, y'all people, y'all young ones in here, man, y'all might not know. AT&T at one time, y'all know iPhones everywhere now, but AT&T was the only phone company that had iPhone. They were the only one. They had the rights to the iPhone when it first dropped. So Sprint, Verizon, all these guys, like, these guys didn't have them. I think Verizon got it next, and then Sprint got it after them. But yeah, AT&T was the only one with them. But yeah, what Gunnar's talking about is Nextel phones, man. Yeah, me and all my boys had Nextel. Basically just a walkie-talkie. It's a cell phone, but it's a walkie-talkie. So ain't no ignoring my call. I'm gonna go hit that walkie-talkie button and just start talking. So hopefully you ain't doing nothing that you ain't got no business doing. Hopefully I ain't saying nothing that I shouldn't be saying while you doing whatever you're doing, But I used to love Nextel. I probably had at least 10 Nextel phones, like at least 10. Let me see. Dr. Chris had dropped another one, man. Dr. Chris. I gotta read that one out loud. Here's a super chat for my adopted niece Key, who keeps her Aunt Dr. Chris on point. Thank you, sister. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, everybody had the Nextel. I had the Nextel, and also way back to the La Cellular for sure. Hey, look, I used to when the iPhone first came out, man, I can't even lie to you. I'm like, man, I'm on Sprint. I can't even get this joint. And then the crazy part, when it came to Sprint, I never got one. I have never owned an iPhone. Let me take that back. I was about to say I never owned an iPhone that I paid for, but I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. Because it's right here. It's dead because it's never gonna be alive. But this little bitty iPhone, I'll show you how little it is from my hand. This little joint right here. For y'all that don't know, I mean, the people that have Apple cards, the only way you can get the Apple card, the physical Apple card, is to have an iPhone. And because I've never physically owned an iPhone, I had to buy that phone. It's a website called Swapper where people sell verified phones through the service. And the phones are verified, so you don't got to worry about being no problems with them. If they say it's an excellent condition phone, it's going to be an excellent condition phone. But I bought that phone for $50. I didn't care what condition it was in. They said it was good condition. Seemed like it was, It's never been turned on before. I only used it to turn on Wi-Fi and get the Apple card. I learned that, but I've never bought an iPhone. Like I have an iPhone for work, but I've never purchased one with my own money except for that one, and that was $50. Guna just joined the Discord. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, my throat. I believe that for anyone residing on the West Coast, that the Atmos credit card is the card. Yeah, man, for sure. If you live on the West Coast, I've been saying that for eternity. When it was the Alaska card, man, listen, if you lived on the West Coast, you need an Atmos card. Thing was, I live all the way in Florida. I needed it too. I've been overlooking that card for too long, man. And now that I have it, it's one of my favorite cards. Like the Atmos, I had the mid-tier card. I can't even think of the name of that one, but I had the mid-tier card first. And then I had the Atmos Summit. So I had to probably change my other Atmos card to another Bank of America customized cash. So I had two of those. But yeah, the Atmos Summit or any Atmos card, like any Atmos card, the business, the mid-tier card, the Summit. If you live on the West Coast, I feel like it's a given. Like you should have that card. Like it's so easy to earn Atmos miles. Like it is. Like it's so easy to earn Atmos miles. You live on the West Coast, I definitely would recommend that card for sure. The Vulture, two. Listen to that. 2 Discover cards, man. Listen, they know what's up. Like they know what's up. 2 Discover cards. Man, I'm glad Key put me onto that. Dr. Chris, 2 Discover cards. Oh, that's right. You got the Discovery miles. I wonder if I could product switch in August after the transition. Man, listen, you gonna be the one that tell us. You already got the do card. You know what's funny, Doc? Come to think of it, maybe I should not cancel my other Discover card and see what happens, what I can do with Capital One. The thing is, I think with Capital One, I don't know how many. People say you can only have 3, but we'll see. I have 3 already. Bertina said, "What is the highest limit on the Discovery?" I'm not sure how much they go for. I on my second one, I had a $13,000 limit, and on the first one, I got 14. So I'm not sure how high they go. I don't know if Discovery is giving out super limits, but hey, some people might have, what I'm saying, higher limits than that. Because I have so many cars, a lot of my limits stay around somewhere between 13 and 20 at the most. So I moved from T-Mobile to AT&T to get my iPhone. I bought a lounge chair. And oh man, you went out there sitting out. You was Taylor Dunn was out there waiting in line. I remember that, man. The new iPhone used to come out. They was like Jordan, like people literally was waiting outside to get them joints for sure. Like they was outside waiting to get them joints. Hold on, wait a minute. Did you have a beeper or a two-way? All right, so I had. All right, again for the young people in here that don't know, when beepers first came out, right? Okay, so mostly doctors had beepers, right? For the most part, that's who had beepers. But when the general public started having beepers, like beepers was super expensive. Like my first beeper was like $300. They went from being like $300 to being let me take that back. It wasn't 300, it was like 100. So I think it was like 150. They went from being like that price to being, man, you could basically get them almost free. Like they were so cheap, they started being like $15, $20. You can get them from the corner, literally get them from the corner store, and they would turn them on for you. But then I got a two-way pager. Basically, it's a pager where people could call. They'll call an operator, and they leave a message, and the message would come across the screen on the pager. The thing was, two-way pagers was high as hell because they charge you by the word. You know what I'm saying? Like they charge you by the word. The very first bill I got from that two-way pagers, I was like, oh my God. I was so glad shortly after that we transitioned into cell phones. But the thing about cell phones was, man, cell phones was high as hell too. Like cell phones was high. Like the price of the cell phone was cheap compared to this day. You probably can buy a cell phone for $150. Maybe cheaper. Someone was cheaper than that. But the thing was, the service was high. Like the service was super high. If some people, they would have like some service would be like free after 7. So some people wouldn't even use their phones until 7, 7 or later. But if you use that sucker, you had to pay by the minute. And then when text messages came out, you had to pay by you only had a certain amount of text to, you know what I'm saying, to have like that. So yeah, they always got us on these fees, man. Like then they start getting us on data. But yeah, when cell phones first came out, like you went out of the state. Oh yeah, you was roaming. You about to have a $300 bill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they've always got us with this technology, man. Like there's no reason for it to cost that amount, but they've always got us with it. Let's see here. Who was Key talking about at the end? Some lady bragging about. I'm not sure of the young lady's name. Yeah, I'm not sure of the young lady's name, but Key had sent her channel over to me, and I've seen it. I could only watch it for so long. Like I could only watch the video because the video wasn't even about credit cards per se. What happened was she got approved for the American Express Platinum card, and she couldn't do nothing but talk about it for the entirety of the video, even though the video is not even about. It's about some other type of finance stuff, but she was. You got to watch the video. I might throw it in the Discord. I might throw it in the Discord. Why the hell not? Man, we used to call our boys in Brazil, South America, Mexico, and Canada. For sure. Listen, that push to talk, man. Nothing to play with. Nokia was my first cellular. Motorola was my first. Then Nextel, iPhone, personal use, and issued from work. I was issued a BlackBerry. That's another phone. I never had a BlackBerry. But I did have a Palm phone. BlackBerry and Palm was like this. BlackBerry just took off more than Palm did. Nextel is the best. They don't know nothing about Nextel, man. Love the instant push to talk feature. No waiting to dial a phone number. Just put the button and just start talking. The problem is you don't know what somebody's doing while you talking. You know what I'm saying? But at the time when we got them phone, we was young. We didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, all my friends had push to talk. So Nextel phone was. As everybody know, Nextel phone was the best phone for international travel in the 90s. Both headset and carrier technology now allows more universal coverage. Man, I'm so sad that I was so sad when Nextel went away. I ain't lying to you. Like, I ain't lying to you. But they probably would have went away anyway because of the technology just wouldn't fit what we doing right now. My guy, Happy Time is in the building. Happy Time is in the building. Got to drop one for him. Happy Time, appreciate you. Do I even have to say? Y'all know you already know. Hit the music. I already know. Google and die with work issue. My work iPhone, iPad, MacBook, but I also have had my personal tech, all Apple. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like, I just never. I guess because I started getting into Android. I started getting into Android, and they at the at the very beginning, man, they were like two different things. Like Apple and Android were like two different things. Apple was what it was, and Android was one of those things you can do so many things with, but it was a work in progress. Apple was more polished, but Android you could always do more with. But like I say, it was just a work in progress until so long. And now at this point, they pretty much, they pretty much comparable. It's all about what other operating system you want. But as far as like for me, I'm waiting on the freaking the next Galaxy Fold to drop. I'm waiting for the next Galaxy Fold to drop next month. I already know that thing will be close to $2,000, but your boy gotta get it. The old Nokia phones were fire, but no color touchscreen, for sure. I turned 47 this year. Never owned an Apple product. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Look, you just like me. That's like me, Crystal. I love when iPhones were exclusive to AT&T. I was from Motorola Razr. That's another thing, right? T-Mobile had the freaking Motorola Razr. I couldn't even get that. I couldn't even get the Razr V3 and Gabbana Gold Flip. I remember the Gold Flip too. To the iPhone 3G. That was like, yes. I remember when the iPhone first got the thing with Apple, man, they so good with marketing, right? They so good with marketing. They put a camera on the phone, right? Not a camera, excuse me. They put a camera that can record on the phone and marketed it as a camcorder. Like they were the first phone with a camcorder when phones already could already record. Like old phones could record. You know what I mean? But they so good at marketing, man. And people fall in line to it. So that was the one leg up that Apple always had because they're one company, whereas Android is a gang of companies. Well, now it's mainly Samsung and a bunch of Samsung, Motorola, and a gang of Chinese manufacturers at this point. But at one time, there was a lot of Android manufacturers, so they weren't on one accord. Whereas iPhone could always stick to one thing. The Android manufacturers were always fighting against each other, and then also fighting against the iPhone. You know what I mean? To try to gain popularity. And of course, as we see, Samsung was the one that prevailed. And to be completely honest with you, Samsung was not even the best one, in my opinion. I feel like HTC was the best Android manufacturer, but they were terrible at marketing. Like they were terrible at marketing. And I think Samsung was just better at marketing. Samsung had more money and they just outlasted them. Like they outlasted LG, HTC, Motorola went away for a while. There was a lot of Android manufacturers. And another thing with Android was some of those manufacturers was trash. You know what I mean? So they put out so many phones. A lot of those phones was trash, whereas the iPhone's putting out this one product. You know, like they're putting out this one product. So people, if your first experience with one of those Android phones made by some random company that we never heard of that was super trash, your whole thought of Android is gonna be like, these phones is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a hold of some of those phones, I would think the same thing, camera wise and all of that. Whereas you had like ACC, you had LG. LG had some good phones. Sony used to make Android phones. I never liked the way they looked. But yeah, I feel like Apple, because it had that one product, it was easier for them to stick with that. And like I say, they go with marketing. They will make you think that they invented everything that has already been out for centuries. But yeah, they coming out with a foldable phone too. A lot of people go think they still got it. I was actually at one of my customers not too long ago, and I have I don't know if I had my flip or my fold. I had one of them with me, and I opened it up to do something for work. I had to have my fold because that's what I use for work. So open up my fold, and the guy's like, he's like, man, what is that? That's I forgot what he asked. He asked me was it some brand. I couldn't even remember what he said. No, he actually asked me was it a oh my God. Microsoft's phone. I can't even think of the name of it. A Windows phone. He asked me was a Windows phone. Now keep in mind, this was like last month. I'm like, Windows phone ain't been around since I can't even remember. So I'm like, nah, man, this is I'm like, this is Samsung. So I'm like, this is Android. So he like, man, how long that been out? Like a couple months? I'm like, nah, this one came out last year, but I'm like, but I didn't have foldable phones. This is this would have been the 7th year from Samsung. The Galaxy Fold came out 7 years ago. They about to be in the 8th year with foldable phones. But sometimes people be in their own ecosystem and they have no idea. Like, there's a lot of people that have like Apple phone, thing like that, and they have no idea about the other stuff that's going around. They only know about that. You know what I mean? So, whereas if you have an Android phone, you're going to know about Apple phones because Apple is going to market the heck out of that phone. You're going to see like mad commercials for it and everything. So whenever the Apple 17, 18, 19, 20 come out, you're going to know that it's out because they're going to severely market it. Where I feel like the Android manufacturers just don't. Let me get back to these credit cards, man, and these comments. The comments might even be about the phones. Dr. Chris, Sledge, my used iPhone years ago. I told Dr. Chris about the swapper, man. Listen, y'all got to get in that Discord, man. I'm telling you. My used iPhone from Swapper Ride a Day for $70, and it was really good condition. The Swapper don't allow them to sell crap stuff. So my wife just bought me a Mac Pro for my birthday that arrives tomorrow. Giving her my metal card ASAP. Let's go. Memphis Mike, those folks at Discover straight up told me hell no when I Sorry, Memphis Mike, man. Sorry, man. They be like that sometimes, though, man. Listen, that's me with Barclays. I don't care how many times I apply for Barclays, they go tell me no. Dr. Chris, so far my Discover miles is earning capital 1 mile. That's fire. Like I guess I really don't know too many people with the Discover it miles, but man, that's fire. Be careful with your slave sleds. I remember when only 2 doctors and drug dealers. Man, listen, I'm telling you, I had to drive. I can't even remember where I drove to get that pager, man. But I had to drive so far to go get this pager. Like literally, we had to drive like the Motorola to go get them joints. Sprint pager were awesome. They had a 4-line display with all the news, sports. I remember that, and weather info, and all unlimited messaging being received. I'm talking about way before that, man. I'm talking about when it was just the numbers. Like none of them was on there for the numbers. Gonna die. My first beeper was issued at work back in 1989, and then I received a CB radio. I was a process server and courier working for law firms. Okay, in Southern Colorado. It was a fun gig back in the day, man. Listen, they gave anytime your job is giving you any type of technology, it's a decent job. They giving it to you for sure. Oakland, any BlackBerry had the best email server. Man, I just never had a BlackBerry. Like I didn't. And the thing was, once we went to flat screen phones with no buttons on them, like I was never looking back, and I knew that was gonna be the end of BlackBerry. Like I knew that was gonna be the end of BlackBerry because they just wouldn't conform. And when they did conform to having a screen with no buttons, it was too late at that point. You know what I mean? Like it was too late at that point. Vincent Pasquale, how many months? 18 months channel membership. Vincent, I gotta do it up for you. It ain't never late, bro. Vincent, you ain't never late, my brother. For sure, you ain't never late. Now that Chris had a beeper back in the day that I used on my film shot. Okay. Listen, man. I'm one of those people. Like I've always been into like cell phones, pagers. Like I said, I had the regular pagers. I had the 2-rate pages. I had the Nextel phones. I've had when like smartphones first came out, like before Apple, before the iPhone, before those Android phones came out, I had like the HTC Touch, which was like one of the very first smartphones. Like I've always been into this type of stuff. Like I've always been into it. The problem is sometimes you get into this stuff so early that you find out you should have waited a little bit longer. Like you should have waited a little bit longer. It took me so long to learn that lesson. Like when the Galaxy Fold came out, I wouldn't get the first 2 editions of it. I didn't get the Galaxy Fold until the 3 came out. So I had the Fold 3, 4, 5. I didn't get the 6. All right, I had the 3, 4, 5. I wasn't gonna get the 6, but then I got it. But I didn't get the 7, which is probably the best. I would say it's the best one by far, the 7. But I will be getting the 8 when they drop next month. And the Flip, the only one I have is the one I have right now, which is actually the Galaxy Flip 7. So I didn't get the Fold 7. I got the Flip 7. John had a BlackBerry too. Dude, man, man, listen, if you wasn't around in those times, man, people loved the BlackBerry. All the government people had them. All the news people had them. Like people loved their BlackBerry. Like they did not want BlackBerry to go away. The only thing I liked about BlackBerry is that you could email. That's for sure, though. I love my Samsung Galaxy phones. I didn't get into Galaxy phones until the Galaxy 6. I got the 6. I got the Galaxy 6. It's crazy because when I went there, they had the 6 and they also had the 6 Edge. They used to make the phones with the rounded edges. And when I went in there and I saw the Edge, and I'm like, man, this is the most beautiful phone I've ever seen. But it was more than the 6. The 6 Edge cost more than the 6. So I'm like, I got the 6. Man, I got home and I had buyer's remorse. I took that joint back and got the 6 Edge. I think I had the 6 for about a week. And I took that joint back and paid extra for the Edge for sure. Like I'm just one of with technology, man. I'm just one of the people I gotta have like the king of it. Okay. I got the first Verizon iPhone. Man, listen. Sprint, I think Sprint still didn't have it at that time. The Motorola Razr, people love the Razr, so I couldn't get the Razr either, man. Oh no, wait a minute. That wasn't the Razr. The Razr wasn't the phone that was only on Motorola. That was what was that flip thing, man? Oh, the Sidekick. The Sidekick was on T-Mobile. So the Razr, the iPhone, and the Sidekick was like phones that I could not get that I actually did want back in those days for sure. Yeah. BlackBerry had predictive touch. Oh yeah, sure did. On the keyboard. And it had a little ball in the middle. People love that little ball in the middle too, before everyone else. But they did not continue. That was it, man. They got stuck in that. They thought that it would be around forever, and it was a terrible mistake. That Canadian company called Research in Motion. Yep, Research in Motion. That's who made BlackBerry. I'm telling you, man, when it comes to this technology thing, man, stuff like that, oh yeah, I'm all into it, man. I know all about that stuff. Let me see, when I had my first cell phone, it was Singular Wireless before they merged with AT&T. my plan had 100 minutes a month. That's how it was back in the day, man. And the thing was, like I said, the funny thing is, Singular Wireless was the same company that I had, because there were the cell phone providers were like more like regional places. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like, I was living in Ohio, so like whoever was in that area, you know, you had a few places there. If you went to Michigan, they probably had somebody different. With LA, they had somebody different. With New York, they had somebody different. But then these big players, the T-Mobiles and the Sprints and the AT&T, Verizon, they just came around and swooped up everything, and all of those small players went away. But yeah, we had like 100 minutes a month. And if you went over those 100 minutes, trust me, your bill would tell you, man, listen, they used to be killing us on those things, man. They charge like $1 a minute. Let's see. Y'all remember when President Obama got out of the SUV beast, and oh yeah, he forgot his BlackBerry. Yep. Was on the lap and on the ground and cracked. Yep, I remember that. Like, man, listen, they used to go crazy about them, and they called them crackberries, y'all. They called them crackberry. Guna never had a sidekick, but I thought the keyboard was killer for a cell phone. This is when I had the BlackBerry at work, man. My favorite phone of all time, a lot of y'all ain't gonna know about it because you had to be on the Sprint network to know, was the HTC Evo. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. The HTC Evo was the very first phone with 4G. It was the very first phone that you could video chat on. It had maps. Like it had the first of so many things. It had an app store before a lot of phones had. It was one that, and it was big. Like the weird part is like 3.5 inches, but at that time, this is huge, right? Like at this time, the 3.5 inches was huge, but because it was thick at that time. But yeah, that phone had the first of so many things, but it was only on the Sprint network. It was the only way to get it. So it was that one time that I was able to get a phone that nobody else could get unless you was on Sprint. Like I couldn't get the iPhone or the Sidekick or the Razor or one of them because Sprint didn't have it. Let's see. Dr. Chris, I love all Apple products. I started with Apple, but Samsung works better with my TVs and appliances and takes better pics. Hey, man, listen, let's go. That's why I got rid of HTC. The cameras went down. John put his crackberry on there. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. The iPhone Ultra Fold is going to be like $2,300 to $400, $2,400. I don't care. I'm getting it. Samsung Fold got a crease. The thing. All right, listen, Crystal. Here's the thing that people don't even know. First of all, the Fold 8 is not going to have a crease. The second thing is, who do you think makes Samsung? Who do you think made iPhone screens? Samsung. So it's going to be the same technology. It's going to be the same technology. Samsung makes the screens on the iPhone. So they're making that screen. The thing with the iPhone, I got a feeling that phone's not even gonna come out this year. I got a feeling that it's gonna come out next year. Apple just wait and steal other people's technology and then say that they invented it. But I'm sure it's gonna be a good phone. And yeah, it's not going to have a crease. But if you ever used the Fold or the Flip, if somebody else might see this crease, but if you're using it, you're not going to even see it. Like you might feel it if you touch it, but you're not even going to even see it. Star Trek and Pebble. All right, man, y'all don't even know about the Pebble watch though. I told you, man, I had this stuff like like I've had so many smartwatches. I probably had, man, if I say I had 30, I might be underestimating it. Like my very first smartwatch was a Pebble. I had two Pebbles. These things were like reader display. They were black and white. Very first smartwatches known to man. You know what I mean? Like I've had so many in every brand that came out like directly after that. I had like all of them. Like I've had so many smartwatches. It's just something about technology. When it comes out, I just gotta buy it. That's the reason I never had an iPhone, because I like technology. Oh, don't get mad at me about that though. Texas dog is right. The only doctors and hustlers. I can see Keeper's making a cup. Beaver's caking a cup. I got a Beaver over there somewhere. I got a good deal on my iPhone 17 Pro Max. 1.5x on the Chase UR points. Dollars value. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had a pager that allowed me to chat, text. Does anyone remember? Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They had the little pager with the little keyboard joint on it. Yes, sir. I remember though. I ain't had that one though, but I do remember it. Motorola Star Trek was over. Yeah, over. You're right. It was over $1,000 in 1999. I thought when I got that HTC Touch, it was like $300 and something dollars or something like that. I thought that was expensive, because at the time, man, cell phone was like $100 and something dollars. Like you can get some phones for like $50, 80 bucks. Yeah. Guna, gotta go. World Cup match, Netherlands, Morocco is starting in 10 minutes. Guna, appreciate you, man. We about to wrap up anyway. Appreciate you, my brother. Robert had that BlackBerry too. I had an iPod Touch for 2 years before getting the iPhone. I remember the iPod Touch. The iPod Touch was nothing but an iPhone without the phone part. Like literally, it was just the iPod Touch was literally an iPhone. It just didn't have the phone part. Like the way people use phones nowadays, the iPod Touch would be the iPhone, because people don't even talk on the phone. You know what I'm saying? The iPod Touch had apps. You know what I mean? You played your music out of it and everything. Most people just text. iPod Touch, the same thing, basically what people use today. The StarTech became the Razor. Okay, makes sense. Have you time about to go check out Morocco? Do I need to go check out Morocco too? Texas Dogs. HTC had cool phones. The company was based out of Dubai. It had a style. It had a stylus and features like Palm Pilot. Yeah, man. Listen, I had a Palm Pilot. I had a Palm Pre. I had another Palm phone. I had a couple Palm phones, but HTC was probably my favorite phone maker until they went away. They started getting iffy on the cameras, and if you start getting iffy on the camera, I'm a picture taking person, man. I take a lot of pictures. I'll take a lot of pictures out when I'm out and about. It can just be anything. Like I'm into like photography when I'm out and about. So if your camera ain't good, I can't do it. All right. Robert, BlackBerry and Nextel were the only phones the government used because they were the most secure. Yes, sir. That's why they died out. They thought the government would never go. That's also a valid point, because the government started going over to iPhone, and then that was the end of those phones for sure. HTC Evo, yes sir. The HTC Evo, man, I'm telling you, man, that was the legendary phone, man. I'm telling you, if y'all knew about the HTC Evo, like that phone had so many firsts. It had so many firsts that these other phones don't have. How do we get into these phones? But hey, I don't care. Let's talk about it. I wouldn't be surprised that iPhone 4 had a crease. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have somewhat of a crease, right? Because I've looked at some of these Chinese manufacturers and they do, don't get me wrong, they do a better job with Samsung, because it's the hinge that makes the crease, right? So it's the hinge that does it. But some of these Chinese manufacturers, they perfected it, but you can still see it a little bit. You know what I mean? But like I say, when you're personally using it, you won't see it probably after like the first day or so. I want an iPhone Air 2 instead. I love my Air, but would like an improvement. Hey, I want HTC to come back. I want more players in the game, you know? I feel like besides folds and flips, there's no innovation no more. And you know why there's no innovation? Because here in the United States, there's no competition. Like, I'm glad Motorola came back. You know, you got Google Pixel, which I see Somebody with one of them joints like every now and then, but 99% of people have either an iPhone or a Samsung phone. Like, yeah, iPhone or a Samsung phone. So there's no competition. There's not enough competition to make these companies have to innovate. You know, when our innovation is the dynamic island and some of this little stuff they putting on here, we got another camera bump, and we went from 2 cameras to 3 cameras, but the pictures that we took with the 2 cameras are still as good as the camera we take with the 3 cameras. The screen resolution is better, the chip is faster. Like, the increases that they're giving us on these phones right now is so small that, man, we need more players in the game to help make these guys innovate, guys. Like, we really do. Let me see. I had the HTC One M8. Great phone. Great phone. The M7 was probably my favorite. The M7 was probably my favorite HTC phone ever. But the M8, yeah, the M8, the Evo was, let me tell you about it. Evo was my favorite phone. But then after that, the M7 was my next favorite phone. But the M8 was an improvement on the M7, which was a great phone. The M9 is what made me leave HTC because the camera on that joint was trash. Let me see. Have I had more phones or credit cards in my life? Phones. I like at one time, like when phones were cheaper, and you can buy phones for like $100, $150, man, I would have in a year's time, easily, I had 10, 15 phones because I would just buy a phone, sell a phone, buy a phone. It was easier to sell them and get the money to buy another phone. I can literally sell a phone and just buy another phone with the money that I made from that phone. So yeah, I easily had more cell phones than I've had credit cards. Bertina said, I have Virgin Mobile flip phone that was so small it fit into the palm of your hand. I remember, man, you know what's funny is, like, those phones just can't come back now. Like those small phones that, remember phones got smaller at one time? Like phones got smaller and that was cool. But because we consume content now on our phones, those small phones can't come back now because we're not going to be looking at YouTube on a phone this big, you know? That's how I had the Palm Pre. When you slid it open, it probably was this tall. Like it probably was that tall. And I went from that to the Evo, which is way bigger than that. Let me see. Jay said I had a basic beeper from Smart Beep. Smart Beep. I think it was blue in color. Man, I'm telling you, I had some. I probably had pages. I probably had 20, 30 pages. But I had probably more than that. I probably lost pages. And yeah, I had a gang of pages. But like I said, at one time, them became super cheap. All right. Crystal Cole, Discover told me no because I just opened a car, which is secret needs fault. Oh, because of that PayPal MasterCard. Sorry, Crystal. Hard pull was supposed to be a soft pull. I'm fighting to get it. Yeah, you should get that. You should definitely get that off. They shouldn't have no problem taking that off. You never got the card. I still have my iPad Touch. You could turn then when the phone. Yeah, I'm saying the iPad Touch was essentially an iPhone, man. iPhone uses Samsung's cameras too, but it's Apple, and I'm right at I'm telling you, like right now, 2026, man. Listen, they basically the same thing that's blocking everybody else out. As a StarTech was one of my best phones that I ever had. It looked like Star Trek communication. Yeah, I remember that. The flip, my boy Mr. Mobile got one. Flips are safe because block radiation better. Let's see. Encrypted messages across multiple platforms killed. Yeah, that's probably it too. Motorola's back though. Motorola, believe it or not, Motorola is back. Motorola came back with the they came back with the flip. They have a couple flip phones, and this year they dropped a fold phone, and from my understanding, they are doing pretty good. So I've never seen anybody with one, but from my understanding, they're doing pretty good. It could be in other countries, but yeah. I'm stuck in the Apple ecosystem, but I will admit Android has more AI features than iOS. Apple really dropped the ball on AI. I think Apple just gonna do what Apple always do, right? What Apple do is they just gonna wait till somebody is top of the line with the AI and they just go implement it to the phone. You know what I mean? Same thing they did like with Siri and all of that. You know what I mean? Like they just bought the company who made Siri and now Siri's part of iPhone. You know what I mean? I feel like they probably gonna do the same thing with AI. You know, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. The Apple ain't never been one that tried to be like the first ones to the party. Nokia had the best small phone. Man, I'm telling you, man, some of them, I just remember the phones went from being like what I would call a normal size phone, because the phone nowadays they huge, right? Like they super huge. Um, but they just start getting smaller, and then we started getting YouTube and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We started getting apps, and it was like we don't want to look at these. I want these little bitty phones. My boy, St. Patrick in the building. St. Patrick. St. Patrick say, do I have a front runner for credit cards of the year yet? Oh man, you know what? I am going to save this. Ooh, that's a good idea for a video, St. Patrick. I can't put that back. What I can do is I can hit you up in the Discord and I can give you some of the ones I think about, but I don't want to talk about on here because we might have to make a video about that. I appreciate you. All right, favorite phone, the Nokia 7110, was just like the phone Neo had. Okay, yeah. I remember that phone. Man, but you know what? Nokia had a lot of good phones. They were the number one phone manufacturer for like a long time. Yeah, they were number one for a long time. So they said that you had to. Man, listen, I'm telling you, pagers got so cheap, bro. We just go to the Aki store, pick up. You know what I'm saying? It literally, a pager at one time was like $15. Like they had got so cheap. That's coming from Isaiah. I can't quite remember, but I think my first pager was like $150, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, they got down so cheap. Like, man, you throw them, you lose them, the battery, the little part of the battery come off. You know, I ain't trying to walk. I ain't trying to walk around with tape on my paper. People walk around with tape on the battery and all that. I'm just going to get another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to go get another one. But yeah, we had pagers. That's how we communicate. It's funny. Is like the funny part is like we had pagers, and you think about like all my friends. We all live in the same area. we paging each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we live in the same area, just putting in our little code, hit each other up. All right. I remember when StarTech was offered as an optional feature on. Yep, I remember that too. Mercedes-Benz. They said you can start your car while plugged into the car and continue talking when you want plugged in and leave the car. That is funny. Hey, look, my boy's mother was the first person I ever known that had a cell phone in the car, but it was the joint with the bag, right? So when you got out, like it was like in this bag. So when you got out, you like put it on your shoulder, and it had a cord to it. So you got the bag on your shoulder, and when you want to talk on it, you got to pull the whole thing out and talk on the phone. Man, my first phone was the candy bar. It's only like the big, thick one with an antenna about this tall. And it was a Motorola, very first cell phone I had. I loved it. We about to get up out of here, man. I think this is the last one. Yep. Yeah, this is the last one right here. Texas Dog with the 199 spot. Man, let me run down these super chats, memberships, and we gonna get out of here, man. There's only 44 people stuck in here with me to the end of the thing. We start talking about cell phones. Man, you know y'all dedicated. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. This is one of the funnest. This is one of the funnest lives that I've had in a good while. Man, you know when you get off track and people still stay on. We got 9 new members to the Discord. Key was on for the time that she was on. And man, I appreciate all of y'all for coming out. But let me run down these thank yous. Bobby Y, member for 29 months. Memphis Mike, I didn't put the show up. Memphis Mike with the $5 super chat. Marcus with the $9.99 super chat. I ain't gonna call off how much the super chat is. I'm just about to say the super chats. Dr. Chris with the super chat. Texas Dog with the super chat. Filmo Royal with a super chat. Dr. Chris, even on his birthday, man, gifted membership. He gifted membership. Guna Diver got that membership. Gifted another membership. My girl Tanya T, who I hadn't seen in a minute here, got a membership. Crystal Cove, I had to highlight hers. And she said nothing. I had to pin this one. Nothing in the middle seat of the flight is an upgrade. I ain't mad at that. Listen, I'm not sitting in the middle. I'm never sitting in the middle. Dr. Chris with the super chat. Big Kurt with the super chat. John from John's Art Credit and Travel, who got rid of the R somehow, and I didn't even know, with the super chat. Dr. Chris with another one. Happy Tom. 18-month member Vincent Pasquale. St. Patrick with the super chat. And my boy Texas Dog with the super chat, man. Hey, whoever that last person that came in, you came in when we were just about to wrap up. Man, I appreciate everybody for coming in today. We'll be back next Monday. And thank you.